going back home. I want to go back home. Touch my native soil, touch my native people, and reconnect and reunite and rebuild.
Welcome to Pan-African Lifestyle, where we rep the motherland. We post content regularly and invite you to subscribe if you're a pal. That's a Pan-African Lifestyler.
For those of you who are actually considering moving to Africa, here's the truth about Africa. Imagine a world where you can leave your house, walk outside, people don't stare, you can go grocery shopping peacefully without being followed by security, you can go to the mall without being self-conscious about being targeted and labeled, you can go to work without being harassed. Imagine a world where you can actually go to work and just work and walk in the streets and smell the fresh air and not feel targeted or stared at. Living in African countries is actually beautiful, especially if you're African American and you go to West Africa, for example, or you go to South Africa. I do think it's a good idea for people to go back to Africa, because if you're gonna succeed anywhere, I think you have a higher chance in succeeding in Africa actually. Please don't just go there blindly. There are rules, there are laws about who can get a work permit, who can get a business permit. Do your research ahead of time. Are there opportunities in Africa? Yes, there are. Can you succeed in Africa? Again, I'm speaking as a continent. Yes, there are so many opportunities there. What requirements do you need in order to apply for a visa? What do you need to do in order to get a business license or in order to get a job there? You gotta keep these things in mind before you blindly move there. Make sure you save a lot of money. African countries have gotten way more expensive over the years. Is it the same compared to, the US or Canada? No, it's dirt cheap compared to that. That's another plus. The older I get, the more I want to contribute to my continent, because I'm tired of the resistance I face every single day to basic things. If you move to Africa, anywhere in Africa, you will be way freer, much freer. It'll be the kind of freedom that you've never really experienced before, especially if you're born and raised in Canada or the States. You'll taste that freedom. However, really do your research.
Of course, there are going to be some Africans that have a negative perspective of African Americans, just like there are plenty of African Americans who have a negative perspective of Africa. And I'll tell you, that's just part of the master plan. Just like we're fed negative images of them, they're fed negative images of us. There's so much power that's possible in our reconnecting that the people in power, whatever you want to call them, it's in their best interest for us to stay divided. And so as a result, they're going to stoke those flames of ignorance and lack of understanding between us.
Go to Africa. I think you need to get past the fear. And that's what the problem is. Some of us don't have what other people have, Some of us are going through other situations that might want to stop you from moving this way and moving that way. I get it. Some of us are not as fortunate with having the funds to. But I really feel it's up to you if you really feel it's that serious, okay? There's a lot of people who ain't been to Africa. Desires is there, deep there. I'm going out there for spiritual reasons. I'm going out there to go home, okay? And I'm going to connect. This is the deal here, okay? I want to touch the original location. You dig? I want to be able to feel that. I want to be able to connect with my ancestors. But a lot of us are not really taking it serious. Really, go somewhere that you appreciate it. Go somewhere that you have a lot more freedom than you have here, okay? Don't put all your kind of like efforts and energy in a place that is like disrespectful. Leaving to go to Africa ain't something that's going to be really easy for you to do. It's going to be a major culture shock, Should you go to Africa? Why the heck not? What's here for you? The disrespect been happening. this disrespect been going on and on and on and on. I'm getting up out of here to go out there and set up some type of shop. Basically making relationships out there. Okay, I'll be going out there multiple times so I can have a hub location where I can fly in and drive and gather and be where my things is at. After that place is built, I want to be able to walk outside and see, like, this is what I like. I want to be able to go to the shops and the stores and downtown and mingle with the people to know this is what I'm good with. I want to be able to go into the city, into town, and know that, okay, I can vibe with this. I'm not just buying. I need to go there a couple of times. And when I go the first time, I've already realized you can't really go 7 days to 10 days. You need to go for 3-4 weeks, a couple of months, you know what I'm saying?
Go back home where we come from originally, which is in Africa. I have come to a place where I no longer want to be a part of a system or a country that doesn't care about me, that doesn't care about my well-being, about my financial stability. I've been disrespected. I've been insulted. I've been looked over for, promotion. This is just a few of the things that I've experienced in my life that I no longer want to be taken advantage of or not being appreciated or treated fairly. We as a people have taken so much, and it's to the point where we have to wake up and realize that this country was never meant for us. Even though we built it, it has brought a tremendous amount of stress, post-traumatic stress. We're in a country where we're supposed to be free, but yet we're not allowed to go to certain places and do certain things. And it's just, it's ridiculous. I'm to the point where I don't even like watching the news. No respect for the black man or the black woman. And it's at the point now where I can no longer be here. It's time for you to go. You're no longer safe here. We need to go back home. And I know every country is not perfect. But what I can say, that I know we have more freedom going back home and rebuilding each country that is in Africa to support one another. And yeah, there are so many cultural differences and things. We just learn from one another. We all have something that we can bring to the table. They have knowledge that they can give us, and we have knowledge that we can give them, and we can put this thing together. There's so much that we can provide if we just come together as one and support one another. And that's the part of the movement that I want to be a part of. Going back home. I want to go back home. I'm up for the opportunity to finally be at a place where I can go back home and settle in my native land, touch my native soil, touch my native people, and reconnect and reunite and rebuild. Guys, we have to do that. Our spirit is calling us to go back home.
Thanks for tuning in to Pan-African Lifestyle. Share your thoughts in the comment section and follow us at Pan-African Lifestyle to be in the know and for a chance to win awesome giveaways. Keep repping the motherland.